Good day and welcome to today's preview for Vol 21st of January from Outsider Genie. Before I go on, I just want to remind you that you could hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you can get notifications every time I post my daily preview video or maybe other interesting videos. So let's look at today's card. Well, I can tell you I had an in-depth look at this card today, and this card is very, very difficult today. My advice would be for you to, if you do want to play or have the need to play, because some of us can't help ourselves, we need to have a bet. Go small, or maybe go box exact or something like that, or box swingers, or whatever you fancy is. Or on the other side, you can select one or two horses and have a few rounds on them. If they arrive, you collect it. If they don't arrive, you don't lose the house. So I'm going to give a quick overview. I'm not going to do deep analysis of each horse in the race. I'm just going to do a quick overview of each race and how I see this particular race. So in race 1, the favorite here is number 15, Twice the Search. Now, guys, I've been in this industry for a very long time, and I've seen numerous times that a horse runs well first time out, everybody gets on this horse second time out, and then the horse just don't make it. Not that I say it will happen with this horse, but I would say probably 6 out of 10 they don't run the same race as the first race that they've run. So be wary of that factor. The horse is currently 50 to 10. My selection in this race is Jackpot Jewel. Jackpot Jewel has had 6 races, has run 4 places, and has got the services of the leading jockey at the moment, Warren Kennedy. So therefore my selection is number 1. With my outsider selections, 4 Latest Praise and number 9 Opening Gambit. Do include Opening Gambit. I think this horse is improving. Last time out, it didn't run such a good race, but the 2 races before that was fair. So do include it. This is not a strong field. We then move on to race number 2. And my first selection is number 15. It has had 2 races already, and yeah, it's had 2 fair races, and I expect this filly by Crusade to improve. It's currently in 17 to 2. Your favorite here is 16 Theatre of Dreams. I've also had 2 races and can also improve. So yeah, you're looking here at the horses down like 14, 15, 16. Has got the chances in this field, but do include number 1 and number 4 in your play. Number 1 is Ocean Spy. She's currently 53 to 1, but this trainer has got the ability to get the horses to improve. The other day she ran 3rd with a horse in a graduation plate. It was a Turfington on Saturday. Country something, and there was no way on the Melbourne that this horse could even place. It ran 3rd. So on 53 to 1 you can't get hurt adding this horse into your play. And then also for Varinka, that's a VAR. Luke Ferraro is riding Robbie Sage. Last time out it didn't run too well, but the run before that ran quite a good race. It was 2nd. So that's race number 2. Oh yes, number 6. Peace on the Rocks, Michael Lecoq, Karen Murray also have a chance, so also another open race. We then move on to race number 3. On today's card I couldn't find a decent best bet, so eventually I went for race 3, number 6, Emerald Crest. Emerald Crest has run 3 races, and yeah, it looks like she's improving. She's by giving the green light, and currently 22 to 10, so that was my best bet on the card. It was not a good confident bet that I can say to you, this is put your house on it, but I think the filly will give you a good run for your money. Then as improvers, I've got number 5 Bellevue, has also had a few decent races, and number 9 Aventura, St. Grey Stable. Raymond Danielson is on St. Grey is in form. The horse is 15-1, but the horse is improving. Last time out there was a problem during the race. I just don't have the computer phone in front of me to tell you what it was, but I remember looking at the form, there was some interference or something, so do include that into your play. But again, the open race, I've actually got 4 horses in the PA in race 3, and that is 5, 6, 7 and 8. Although number 9 Emerald Crest is my best bet of the day, but I have seen best bets don't run a place as well, so therefore I'm including 4 horses in my PA for the first leg. We then move on to race number 4. I just want to say to you, subsequently doing my selections, just before I went to start doing the video, I checked the scratchings, and I do see number 3, which was my first selection, Stormy Winter, was scratched or is scratched. So that throws it a little bit of chicken, a cat among the chickens. So I still, and then my 2 outside selections was numbers 1 and 2, and I still fancy Hartog and Roy Tom. Just note that Roy Tom is now carrying 62 because it won on Saturday, but it gets 2.5 off, but I've looked at the swing in kilograms. Hartog was third in that same race, 2.25 is 6 kilograms. So with the 6 kilograms, I think Hartog and Roy Tom will be finishing close to each other. So, but now I think the new favorite will be number 4, Your Place or Mine. He's had 3 runs. Last time I ran in a small future behind Tellini. So that might have a chance. That would also bring in Sean Terry's horse. So now also keep in mind number 9 Trapeze. I did tip it last time, but it let me down. So maybe today it can come in because of the scratchings. There's now only 8 horses left. For my PA I had 1, 2 and 3, but I do then suggest maybe change it to 1, 2 and 4. Then we look at the 5th race, also a very open race. Number 9 Sullenberger is the favorite, and I have kept that as my selection. I did select it last time, just because for the fact it's carrying very minus 2.5, so it's only carrying 52. But do keep in mind that this horse is now running in a higher division. She's running on an average C division on an average rating of 83. So he's running against stronger. Certifiable also won last time out, the same story there, running in a higher division. But it's got to say that Craig Zaki is riding like a demon these days. Can't do anything wrong. Then I also still like number 3. Other than I did fancy it last time, but apparently the horse wasn't striding out. It's like me, I'm not striding out either when I walk these days. So maybe they'll give it another chance. So I just want to make it tell him something, and I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I don't know. With this table of Cornelius Piece, anything is possible. Number 11 Unistorm, currently 40-1. That horse has changed stables. It's his first run for Cornelius Piece over the 1200 meters or 1000 meters actually. Just put my glasses on, I just want to make sure about the distance. It's 1100 meters. Now this horse used to run over longer distances, so I'm not sure whether it is a comeback run or anything. So if you want to, you can afford it and you want to play quartet, maybe quite that in your quartet as well. Maybe if you do a multiple quartet, the back ends of your quartet because of Cornelius Piece. You never know. We then move on to the also got a field of 7 horses. Now If number 1 return flight was in form, I would have had no selection hesitation in selecting her. But this horse is battling to regain form, so my selection here is number 6, Pretty Border. Pretty Border has run against some good horses, and I've just got a feeling that last time it was a little bit too far for her, and today with Marco van Rensburg on board, that this horse might be the business. There's also my value bid at 10-1. But yeah, it's also a field, lots of horses got chances. I do hope Mr. Ramon Francis don't pull one again of Soul Wit, because this horse is way out of the in the weights. But we all know what happened with Generosa the other day. The firm made it rating of 48 trying to beat some good horses. Yeah, no, horses, it's a hard game, man. It's not for sissies, that's for sure. Anything can happen. But yeah, number 2, Jetstar is on a hat-trick, and written by Warren Kennedy, so I definitely would have to include that. But maybe in this race you can take a small exacta, number 4 and 5, because David Nievenhuizen do have the knack of running first and second term. As I'm not mistaken, he's sung once, he's done the trifecta a few times, and actually one day he ran a quartet with his 4 horses. We now move on to race number 7. Race number 7 is a very open race, but my selection is number 5, Royal Honor. But the problem is Royal Honor is drawn 13. The advantage is that Royal Honor runs on from the back anyway. So I think for Royal Honor, it's 10-1 value bet. The draw will not be a problem. It will be finishing like a steam train. Then also Rocky Park, also is always dealing thereabouts since in Grey again. They made it last time. Royal Honor finished just in front of Rocky Park. Running on, so my selections in this race again is 5 and 6. And then also I fancy number 8, African Adventure. He's had only a few runs, but last time on the Jockey Challenge he ran a good race behind Algora and could be thereabouts. Then we move on to the 8th race. Now in the 8th race I was so tempted to tip you number 1, Heart of Elation at 20-1, but I have put it in as an outsider selection, because this horse comes from Port Natal, and this horse has run against very strong competition before, much stronger than she's meeting here today. It used to be Grant Cotson and the patrons of him, Shiba Stuck or something like that. He used to own it. But I went for number 9, Gaelic Princess. It's also for a nice piece inmate. Has had some good races, and Craig Jackie is on board. The reason I went for Gaelic Princess, I'm sure Craig Jackie, riding a lot of horses for the speech combinations, would have had the choice of horses, because they also have number 3, All of Me in the race, which I also fancy. So it might be a good thing to take the exacta 3 and 9. You never know, it might pay a few rand, because All of Me is 12-1, but I'm sure this horse has got a chance. Then another interesting fact is number 2, Too Fat to Fly, and that sounds like me. I'm even too fat to walk, never mind fly. That horse also has run against very strong competition in Cape Town. It's its 2nd run here for Baron Boertes, and do keep an eye on that horse. That is my other outsider selection. So my selections in this race was numbers 9, 1 and 2. We move on to the 9th race, which is also a very open race. And I really battled to make a selection here. But at the end of the day, I went for number 2, X and O's. And it's now the Paul Matson stable. This horse has been running places, and I'm sure with the Paul Matson stable in form, that this horse will be involved in the finish. And then for my outsiders, we went for my 3 and 4. They're also running not too bad, thereabouts. And yeah, this is a thorough field where anything can come in. I would have loved to have this field in my pick six, but because of there's no sheer bank in my pick six, I couldn't put in the field, and it's still 121 rand for the 1%. So yeah, yeah, sorry, I just forgot to mention another observation I want to make is a lot of horses in the start race coming up a maiden plate. Now, in the old days, I never used to bother to play a horse that comes out of a maiden plate. But lately I've been burning my fingers with that thing, so maybe it's not such a good thing these days to ignore a horse where just won its maiden, because in handicapping it's a different story than it used to be before. So, but just keep an eye on the age of your horse, Queen of Soul, Midnight Top, Flaming Duchess. They all won their maidens last time out. So when you do your pick six, include as many horses as you can afford. So that is then the review, the preview for the racing today at the Vaal. I hope you have a good day, and as I always say, break a leg.